Hello there, and welcome to the Rock Paper Synapse show. I'm the host, Seamaster, and we're going to be bringing you up-to-date coverage of the Rock Paper Shotgun Frozen Synapse League Season 6. So we've got 5 matches for you today, 4 run through quickly, and 1 done in a bit more depth with a little more tactical discussion. Hoping to expand on it later, but this is just the very first episode of this series. Hope you all enjoy it. This is a Season 4 match between Zune in the green and Sokiote in the red. One unit of each type for both sides here, and split neatly by sides. So the explosives are beginning together, so expect, well, quite a violent first turn, I would have thought. Zune is quickly moving all his units towards the bottom, while Sokiote equally appears to be rushing his towards the top. Sokiote's MG looks like it's about to grab... Zune's MG looks like it's just about to grab Sokiote's grenade, but in fact gets taken out by a rocket just before it can do. The grenade from Sokiote also looks quite threatening to Zune's units, but in fact doesn't get any of them. However, Sokiote's MG is firing on Zune's units from above, and so Zune is now left with just his explosive units, which will be quite vulnerable to that shotgun or MG charges, I should think. Indeed. Sokiote's shotgun gets Zune's MG, and Zune's grenade launcher looks like it's just going to dodge Sokiote's grenade, but I wouldn't have thought that there's many more turns left. And no, in fact, Sokiote's grenade manages to get the kill. So that's a 4-0 victory for Sokiote. This is a Division 4 match between Steuntron in the green and Brocklehurst in the red. 3 MGs, 1 rocket launcher, split by sides. Beginning turn, Brocklehurst rocket launcher shoots straight into the building where Steuntron starts and gets Steuntron's rocket launcher, and a carefully nosing MG around the building also gets one of Steuntron's MGs. Steuntron's MGs are now fleeing for the building at the top. Brocklehurst just mirroring position. One of Steuntron's MGs tries to escape the building, gets picked off by Brocklehurst's MG, and another rocket slams inside that building at the top, making it rather poor defence. Steuntron's MG makes a run for it across the open and somehow avoids being spotted, and is moving around in an attempt to flank Brocklehurst's MG that got his last unit. Steuntron continues to try and flank Brocklehurst's MG while the remaining of Brocklehurst's units stay in flank. So far, Brocklehurst doesn't seem to have realised what happened, as his MG's not turned around yet. Final turn though, Brocklehurst MGs turn around and quick signal tap into Steuntron's lone remaining MG. So a 4-0 slick victory for Brocklehurst over Steuntron. This is a Division 5 match between Sokiote in the green and Nilkegan in the red. 2 MGs, 1 rocket launcher apiece, mixed up. So this is actually breaking competition rules by having only 3 men, but the organiser has decided to let it stand. Begins with lots of similar moves, including both rocket launchers going for the opposing MG. Sokiote's rocket launcher gets Nilkegan's MG, however, and Sokiote's MG manages to dodge Nilkegan's rocket and get one of Nilkegan's MGs, leaving Nilkegan now only with 1 rocket launcher left, which if Sokiote is clever, he can pretty much evade any threat from. Nilkegan takes a shot with his rocket launcher to try and get Sokiote's MG, falls short, and Sokiote's rocket, in fact, comes in pretty close to Nilkegan's rocket launcher there, which is now running the corner and taken down easily by Sokiote's MG. That one particular machine gun unit seemed to do a huge amount of the work for Sokiote then. So that's a 3-0 victory for Sokiote. This is a Division 5 match between Babunanza in the green and Nilkegan in the red. 3 MGs, 1 rocket launcher, split by sides. Turn 1, we see the rocket launchers both going up the window, both firing at opposing windows. Nilkegan's rocket launcher gets the kill. Nilkegan's MGs are all opening fire, as are Babunanza's. We'll see the results of those at the end of next turn. And in fact, Babunanza breaks off the MG engagement. Nilkegan though gets good rocket shot off to get one of Babunanza's other MGs. However, his rocket launcher and his top MG gets taken down. It's now 2 apiece. Babunanza has a rocket launcher and an MG left, and Nilkegan just has 2 MGs We'll see who can make the most of that particular spread. Although it's worth noting, Bonanza's rocket launcher is looking particularly vulnerable. The rocket launcher fires and doesn't quite manage to get any of Nilkin's MGs, both of which are now opening up on Bonanza's MG at the top. Bonanza may still have time to get out of there, and the rocket launcher has to decide whether between running and taking out the small piece of cover next to Nilkin's 2 MGs. Bonanza doesn't even break off the MG engagement, and then begins again, getting one of Nilkin's MGs. Now looking pretty bad for Nilkin. He's got 1 MG completely in the open. Bonanza can cover quite handily from where he is. And indeed, Bonanza opens fire first and gets the final kill. So that's a 4-2 victory for Bonanza over Nilkin. Our featured match for tonight is a Division 4 match between Zune in the green and Nilkin in the red. We don't have any guest commentators tonight, it's just me, but for the featured match we're going to give it a slightly more thorough talk through sort of the tactics and what's going on. So we've got 2 shotguns and a machine gun and a rocket launcher each, split by sides, just in the sense really that the rocket launcher has been nestled in the opposing team's side, which puts the rocket launchers for a start in a pretty difficult situation. I wouldn't really expect to see any of the rocket launchers survive the first turn here. Beyond that, the shotguns up the top are quite a long way out, but shotguns move quickly, so they'll probably have to get engaged fairly quick. So we'll begin and watch through the first turn. Just take a shot immediately, and while Zune's rocket launcher goes down as expected to Nilkin's shotgun, for some reason Zune's shotgun doesn't try and get the rocket launcher, or perhaps he misjudges the way it's going. Nilkin's charging across with both his shotguns, while Zune seems to be playing a somewhat more cautious game. It looks like Nilkin's rocket launcher will probably get away. In fact, no! Nilkin's rocket launcher goes down with a quick double tap at the beginning of that turn. However, it's revenged upon by Nilkin's MG. Meanwhile, the 2 shotguns at the top come into contact with each other, and Nilkin comes out on top there. So this leaves Zune with just a single shotgun left, which is quite a weak and difficult unit to use. He could try and camp somewhere and hope to just blast anything that comes through the door. Now that Nilkin's rocket launcher's gone, that's possible. Or we could say something of a cat and mouse game develop. Nilkin's shotguns are both closing in on Zune's shotgun, but in fact Zune manages to sneak out of there. His shotgun dodges away from the sort of closing pincer. He's got to be aware of this sort of MG here in Overwatch mode. Zune's looking for something coming into the room there, and I think the 2 shotguns across from each other might have just spotted each other there, but I'm not sure. Yes, they have, or they certainly did a fraction second later, and it went all Zune's way. Very quick dash. So Zune's leveling out a bit now. It's potentially winnable, this, if difficult. We'll see how Nilkin tries to come get. And Nilkin's in fact running. His shotgun's he's obviously cutting his loss and running away. He's putting his shotgun near his MG, which will be very hard if the 2 cover each other for Zune to do anything about. Both creeping up now, and Zune's trying to make him run across. Nilkin's MG fires, but isn't able to get the shot off in time. Sorry about that. And it looks like that's going to probably be the end of it. Nilkin's MG should begin firing, but it's not going to get it before the end of the turn. So that was a 3-2 victory for Nilkin, and quite an interesting match, sort of showing just how quickly the tables can turn, particularly. Now we won't, for this episode, look at the league tables, because there's not really much to show yet after only 5 matches across all the different divisions, even though most of the matches have been in Division 5. However, in future we will be looking more at that, and hoping to showing you sort of how the league stands and how it's going to work out. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you all tune in to the next episode. I've been Seamaster. Goodbye.